But if you're exhibiting behavior of abusing a process where we are trying to provide better defenses to users, you are not worthy of receiving that information. I think Microsoft is at the level of systemic importance that they could argue to the Chinese government that they want an investigation into how this occurred. They have the right. Somebody is violating Chinese law. We know that to be true. Microsoft could even provide the Chinese government and regulators with an appropriate amount of data to facilitate an investigation. And China can demonstrate to the rest of the world that they are serious about the protection of data, that data security laws matter, and that they will uphold their own laws on companies domestically and internationally. I think that this is an opportunity for China to show the rest of us that they are not worthy of this criticism that they're receiving. But the reality is the process is important. Microsoft is doing the best that they can to get this information into the hands of the people who need it. And China is abusing that system. And I think if other Chinese companies want to remain in this MAPP program, they can join Microsoft in calling for an investigation. But we can't just pretend like there's not a political solution to this problem, which is to say the Chinese government draws the line in the sand and says this behavior is unacceptable. They have already done that with a number of other behaviors in cyberspace. They facilitate and enforce rules in that country like nobody's business. You can enforce this rule too if you decide it's a rule you want to enforce. And I think it's time for China to say, yes, we're going to allow Microsoft to defend their customers in this country without weaponizing this process. Or they can say out loud, no, we're okay with this, we're going to abuse it. And at that point, Microsoft should just move these companies out of MAPP because their government has demonstrated that they are not trustworthy.